The fear itself.
Attention, Charlie, lock it up. We've got a lot to cover. Welcome to Mount Training, military operations in urban terrain. We're headed to Zekistan, so Battalion has ordered a refresher for all U.S. Army infantry. We will begin today with Phase 1 training. You are in command of this army's finest warriors, a dismounted light infantry squad. They have been designated into fire teams Alpha and Bravo. Press the Y button to switch between fire teams.
Hey, Bravo.
Look at your team indicator at the lower left corner of your screen. The info line at the bottom of the screen shows you which team you're currently commanding, Alpha or Bravo. Now press Y again and watch the info line and team indicator change to show that you're commanding Alpha.
Alpha team.
Each soldier in a fire team has a job and position. Take note of how the positions are marked on the soldier selector on your HUD. These match selections on your D-pad. Press the D-pad in the direction indicated to select each soldier. Alpha team, muster front and center. First position is the team leader. His experience keeps your soldiers alive. Alpha Team Leader Mendez.
Alpha Team Leader Mendez, sir.
Second position falls to your automatic rifleman. He carries the M249 squad automatic weapon, your highest powered weapon. Automatic rifleman.
Corporal Devereaux on point, sir.
Third position is the M203 gunner, or grenadier, with the M203 grenade launcher. M203.
PFC Silverman's got your back, sir.
Fourth position goes to your rifleman with an M4. Rifleman.
Private Shahadi here, Lieutenant.
Now switch fire teams.
Focus,
Bravo.
Bravo.
Team, sound off. Bravo team leader.
Who sir? Team Leader Williams, at the ready.
Automatic rifleman.
Corporal Piccoli, sir. They call me Nova.
Lock it up, Corporal Piccoli. M203 gunner.
Szymanski, sir. M203 gunner.
Rifleman.
Private Oda here, sir.
All present and accounted. Now select Alpha Team.
Listen up,
Bravo
Alpha.
Team, head to Building A and await further instructions. Now listen up. Your first goal is to keep your men alive. You have to be aware of your surroundings at all times. To move the camera around your squad, use the right thumbstick. Moving the thumbstick left or right rotates the camera around your team. Moving up or down tilts it. You'll notice that the camera only moves around the fire team you're currently commanding. The compass at the top of your screen indicates which direction the camera is facing. You can order your team to face a given direction by looking that way and pressing the A button. Order your team to face west.
Right on it,
Now,
sir.
face your team south. Notice how facing an objective pops up the distance to the objective and text about your current mission goal.
Affirmative.
Now, face your team north.
You bet.
Same drill. Check compass, face your team east.
Yes.
Situational awareness is paramount. Look before you leap if you want to come home alive. To get a closer look at something, pull and hold the left trigger. You can still move the camera around with the right thumbstick while you're zoomed in. Releasing the left trigger returns you to normal view. Try it. Your compass also tells you where to find objectives, which will appear as blue triangles. Intel advises of a possible sniper located south by southwest. This location has been designated with the objective marker. Use your look and zoom functions to confirm the sniper's location. He may be on a balcony or a roof.
Got him.
Intel is not flawless, gentlemen. He's one of ours. You're doing well. Remember to zoom to maintain situational awareness. The battlefield is not a static landscape. Now let's move on. The other tool you have for situational awareness is the fog of war. Pull and hold the right trigger. What you're looking at is a real-time 3D fog of war. The world looks clear only in areas where you have soldiers actively scanning. If an area is blurry, it means no soldiers are looking that way, and an enemy can get the drop on you. Release the trigger when you're ready to move on. The GPS displays a mini-map of your surroundings. Press the black button to order your team leader to consult the GPS. Look for icons that indicate key information. The A and B icons designate your two fire teams. The O represents your current objective. To access an objectives list, press the A button. Let's take a look. Looks like you're making progress, soldier. Press B to close the GPS. Remember, the name of the game is Fire and Move. Sitting still is the quickest way to end up in a morgue with some E4 tagging your big toe. Start by moving the left thumbstick in any direction to activate your movement cursor. Move the left thumbstick to control the movement cursor. As you move the left thumbstick, you also guide the movement cursor. It updates to show you the formation your fire team will assume when it reaches a destination. This formation is confirmed by the icon on the bottom right of your screen. No icon means your team will assume the wedge formation used in open ground. Place your movement cursor on the corner indicated by the marker to the southwest. Now the icon is indicating a corner formation. The icon will change again to display an hourglass while a team is carrying out an order. When you see the hourglass, it means you can't give that team a new order without canceling their current order. Press A to send Alpha Team to the designated location and watch for the hourglass.
Team Alpha, go.
Corners will save your life.
Got a target.
When your team leader lines up at the corner, he will look around it and call out any enemies he sees. You can also corner fire from this position, which we'll go over in the next session. Private Eubanks, go ahead.
This is just like the hood, yo. Some asshole popping caps at me and I can't do shit about it.
Get your head on, Silverman. This training will save your life.
Yes.
Look at that, Alpha. Eubanks is burning ammo trying to kill you, but can't because you have cover. The shield icons above your soldiers' heads let you know you've got cover. Cover comes in many shapes and sizes. The sandbags are good, permanent cover. Move your team behind it as indicated by the waypoint, and watch the formation and hourglass icons on the bottom right of your screen. Go!
Alpha, listen, move out.
Running balls out into the open is bad soldiering and it
Yo,
wastes
got
lives.
one.
We
Just
have
wait
zero
till the real
tolerance
bullets
for
start
friendly
flying.
casualties. Now saddle up and move to the next corner.
Listen up, Alpha. Move my direction.
Move from cover to cover. Never move a team into the open. Now move to the next waypoint behind that car. Go!
Fire Team Alpha, move. Op 4 in view.
Your team will only survive
Get
if
down.
soldiers move from cover to cover.
Halt.
In Zekistan, you won't
Come
have
on,
the
y'all.
luxury of doing it
You
again
pussies
if you
afraid
make a
of a
mistake.
Zeke?
Now move your men to the next marker.
Fire Team Alpha, listen, move out.
Remember, Alpha, corners will help save your life. Now move your team to the next waypoint.
Alpha Team, get moving.
Move your men to the waypoint in the middle of the road.
Oh, I hate this part. Right. Saving my life. Yes, sir.
Alpha, get going, move.
Mark this,
Tango
man.
over here.
Open
Over
ground
here.
is
Let's
a
get
death
behind
trap.
something.
Swapping
Without
mags.
any cover or concealment, you expose your team to enemy fire, collateral damage, and just plain sloppy soldiering. Now press and hold the B button to order your men to take cover.
Get behind
Good job.
something.
Hoo-ah!
Your soldiers are smart enough to find the closest cover, but they might sometimes scatter out of formation. If you need to cancel an order in progress, you can press the B button to stop your team in their tracks. Order your team to the next waypoint. However, press B before they reach it.
Fire Team Alpha, go. Halt.
Take a minute to practice formations and moving from cover to cover. When you're ready to leave the exercise, move to the objective marker. Dismissed.
Alpha, get moving. All clear. Alpha, move, move! No tangos. Alpha, get moving.
Let's review the basics of movement and navigation. Your GPS and compass will keep you on the right track. Pressing the black button brings up your GPS minimap. The A button toggles between map and mission objective mode. Pay attention to the objective marker on your compass. It will lead you towards your current mission objective. Always move your team from cover to cover. Leaving your men in open ground is pure suicide. Always move quickly from one covered position to another. And remember, corners are excellent permanent cover. When you approach a blind corner, make sure your team is in corner formation. This places the team leader at the edge of the corner, allowing him to see around it. Use the right thumbstick to pivot your view around the corner to scan for enemies. Remember, cover will keep you alive. Use it. Squad dismissed.
right, soldiers. We've got a lot of ground to cover, so stay focused, pay attention, and maintain unit discipline. We're going to reacquaint ourselves with the basics of using fire tactics. This is an exercise only. Miles gear, not live fire. All the same, take this as seriously as if your lives depended on it. Select Alpha Team and move them to the waypoint at the car.
Listen up, Alpha. Get moving!
Now switch to Bravo.
Hey, Bravo.
Move Bravo to the next waypoint.
Bravo, T. Move, move!
Now switch back to Alpha and let's get an Op-4 out there.
Heads up,
Alpha doesn't return fire automatically. Why is that? Private First Class Silverman.
Because the Tango is not a direct threat, sir. Taking fire!
Exactly. The shield icon above a soldier's head means the soldier has cover against all known threats. Alpha Team did not fire back because they're protected from this angle. Got it? Now press the X button and let's put a fire sector on that Op-4. Move the fire sector cursor so the enemy is inside the circle.
They're firing on
Then
us.
press A to give the fire order.
Point fire to my signal. Focus,
Yes, sir.
soldiers. Stay sharp. Just like
Good
it's
job.
over.
Once you gave the fire order, Alpha targeted the Op-4 and eliminated him. Now let's switch to Bravo and look at another example.
Fire Team
We'll send out
Bravo.
another Op-4. This time, at an angle that leaves Bravo vulnerable.
Spotted one.
Notice how your team responds the way they've been trained. They return fire. In the open, they'll go prone if they come under attack without cover. And that's a red flag to you because it means your soldiers can be killed. Thanks, Op-4. You're all done. Now move Bravo to the waypoint at the wall.
Bravo, get moving!
Now let's move Alpha. Switch teams.
Listen up,
Move
Alpha.
Alpha to the corner waypoint.
Heads up, Alpha. Move.
All right.
No time.
Private Eubanks.
Op-4 in view.
You're on stage.
Glad that asshole can't aim. Where is he at?
Now that the Op-4's behind cover, give Alpha a fire sector targeting him. Remember to use the right thumbstick to look around the corner. It makes it much easier to order the fire sector.
Point fire.
Yes.
Now you're seeing the other side of the
What the
coin.
hell was that?
The Op-4 has
Wait till the
cover
real
against
bullets
you.
start flying.
See the icon above his head? That tells you the enemy has cover against this team's attack. So, now you're in a stalemate. You can't hit the Op-4 and he can't hit you. Cancel the fire order by pressing the B button. What are you gonna do now, soldiers?
Grenade his ass, sir.
You could use a grenade, but they're a precious commodity once we get in country. That's why you have a GPS, so you can use your brain instead of your brawn.
Playing shooting
Press
gallery
the
over
black
here.
button to open your GPS. By analyzing this map, you can sometimes find alternate routes to outflank entrenched enemies. In this situation, you can circle around the Op-4 and take him by surprise. Press the black button again to put the GPS away. In order to flank the enemy, Bravo's going to have to cross the street. That Op-4 will take down 2 or 3 of them within the first
Under
few
fire.
seconds that they're exposed. In order to move Bravo safely, you must engage the enemy. Give Alpha a fire sector on that enemy again.
Point fire
Zoom
to
in
my
on the
signal.
enemy and
Focus,
look closely.
soldiers. Stay sharp.
Notice the engagement icon. When an Op-4 is
me a
engaged,
sec to
he
reload.
won't fire on any other targets unless those targets end a move out of cover. While Alpha keeps that enemy engaged, move Bravo across the street to the waypoint.
Just wait till the real bullets start flying.
Keep him busy while I reload.
Bravo, T. Move!
Now, Bravo can return the favor. Follow the waypoints around the building and flank that Op-4. Move!
We gotta sit here and take this shit?
Focus, Bravo. Move out.
Kinda reminds me of an old western. Guess he left his black hat at home.
Move Bravo to the next corner.
Anyone see where he is?
Bravo,
Sector
get
reload.
moving.
Come on, Tango. Gotta take a break sometime.
Take care when you approach an engaged enemy. If your team gets too
Don't
close
have
or
all
moves
this
out
going
of cover,
without me. I gotta
you'll
reload.
break his engagement. You got him. That enemy no longer has cover against you. Give Bravo a fire sector and let's take him down.
Reloading.
I need point fire.
Yep.
Good.
Coming.
Take a minute to
Yeah, and I
practice
had
what
my
you've
eyes
learned.
closed, too.
When you're ready to move on, head to the waypoint and we can get started on the grenades course.
About time I got to use this motherfucker.
Silverman!
This? M203, sir.
Your attention, Bravo. Move, move.
The most important thing you can learn is how to engage and flank the enemy. Let's review. An engaged enemy will only fire at the attacking team. To engage an enemy, order one team to put a fire sector on his position. With all that firepower trained on him, the Tango can't focus on any other team. This creates an opportunity for your other team to maneuver safely. Just because an enemy has cover doesn't mean he's invulnerable from all angles. With enemies behind cover, look for other positions that might afford you a clean shot. Sometimes checking your GPS map can reveal good flanking positions. Use fire sectors to engage enemies around corners. When approaching an intersection, form your team up at the corner with the team leader at the front of the formation. Use the right thumbstick to look around the corner. Issue a fire sector to attack from the safety of the corner. This is good protocol and should be used when approaching every blind corner. Live by those rules and you'll be unstoppable. Squad dismissed.
Today we're covering grenades. The M67 fragmentation, smoke, and the M203 grenade launcher. A few basic rules. Do not deploy your grenades too close to your fire team. Grenades have a kill radius. Grenades bounce, so pick your trajectory carefully. And don't waste them. Going into the field will have a strictly limited supply. Press and hold the X button to bring up the grenade cursor.
You haven't given us an order!
Got you, sir.
The arc in the center of your screen represents your grenade trajectory. You can change the arc and direction of your throw with the left thumbstick. Moving up or down increases or decreases the distance. Left or right rotates the direction of the throw. Aim the grenade cursor at the target. Then press the A button to deploy it.
Frag out!
That was a positive kill. Try it again, and keep in mind that you can sometimes drop a grenade between two targets and successfully hit both.
Grenade out!
He should give us earplugs.
You'll get used to it, Rabbit.
What, sir?
Never mind, Private. Never mind.
Fire in the hole!
Good, gentlemen. I think you're on point with your M67. The clock's ticking to our deployment, so let's continue to the M203. Our arsenal includes your friend and mine, the grenade launcher. Targets at distance and lightly armored vehicles require the M203. First, bring up the grenade cursor. Press and hold X. The team indicator has changed to show you your current grenade selection and count. The grenade options correspond to the directions on your D-pad. Frags are automatically selected. Now, press down on the D-pad to select the M203. This new targeting cursor is for the M203 grenade launcher. As this is a direct fire weapon, aim is important. Place the cursor over the target, then press the A button to deploy. You can zoom in with the left trigger to help you hit the target.
M203, enemy target front.
Affirmative. Frag out! Look at that shit that!
Excellent. The M203 is your most powerful asset, but you'll have a very limited supply. Take out these new targets with the M203.
Yo, don't have to ask me twice when it comes to blowing shit up.
The M203 is a shaped explosive warhead, and it packs a powerful punch. Target the cars and fire.
M203, front.
Yes. Grenade out!
Do it again.
M203, enemy target
Frag
front.
out!
Gentlemen, you've got it. Let's advance to our next exercise. Rally your team and move to the next waypoint.
Fire Team Alpha, move out.
I will guarantee you
All
that in
clear.
the upcoming engagement, you will have to cross streets under enemy fire. That's where smoke becomes your greatest ally. First, bring up your grenade cursor. Press and hold X. Press right on the D-pad to select the smoke grenade. Smoke can cause your enemies to lose sight of your team and be unable to target them. Target the area between your team and your next cover point and deploy your smoke grenade. Give it a few seconds to build up. Once the screen is thick enough, move your men through the smoke to your next waypoint.
Hang on, Alpha.
Ready, sir?
It's done enough to get you killed. Sit tight, Private.
Affirmative.
Looks like it's ready. Team Alpha, get going, move!
Now let's put a little prac out behind what we've just learned. You see the situation. Deploy your M203 and neutralize that target.
M203, fire!
Affirmative. Grenade out!
That is a positive hit. Good work. Now deploy a fragmentation grenade to kill the enemy at that corner.
Frag out!
That's a positive kill. Good work. You'll do me proud in the field, Charlie 90. You know the drill. Move to the waypoint when you're ready to move on to the next section.
Alpha, move, move!
Let's review what we've learned about the 3 types of grenades you'll be using. Grenades are a limited resource and should be used sparingly. If you encounter an enemy that is invulnerable to regular fire, try using a fragmentation grenade to kill him or flush him from cover. Remember that grenades have a blast radius, and using one too close to your own squad is lethal. The M203 grenade launcher is effective for destroying lightly armored targets. The M203 is most effective against destructible cover. This shaped charge can punch through lightly armored enemy positions but has a small blast radius. Smoke grenades provide concealment. When your squad must traverse open ground without cover, use smoke for temporary concealment. Ensure that you give it enough time to disperse from the canister before moving your squad out of cover. That's it, soldiers. Dismissed!
Of Mount. Now we're gonna bump it up a notch. Alpha, secure the right side of the street. Bravo, take the left. Charlie 90, you've been ordered to patrol this block. Enemy presence is unverified. You are moving into unknown territory. What do you do? Private Oda.
Be very careful, sir?
Oda, this is your first time out, so pay attention. You won't have time to learn this in the field. When you don't know whether you will encounter enemies, you always use the bounding overwatch. The maneuver is slow, controlled, and meant to provide a safety net for advancing through uncertain terrain. To order a team to bound, press and hold the A button while you order a move. Part of a bounding move is providing cover fire as necessary. That's what makes it a more secure way to move. So after you press and hold the A button, you'll automatically get a fire cursor. Use that fire cursor to give the soldiers a direction to cover, then press A again to order the bound. Remember the sequence. Movement cursor, press and hold A, move the fire cursor, then press A again to complete the order. Now, order Alpha to bound to the marker. Go!
Alpha, listen! Move!
Okay, Alpha. You have a fire sector north down the street. This'll provide cover.
Halt! Alpha team, in position.
Yes.
Switch back to Bravo team.
Bravo.
Move Bravo up to the cover point to the west. However, S2 intel assets have indicated possible enemy presence to the west. Order Bravo to bound and cover their forward flank.
Bravo. Go, go. Bravo team, ready.
Good. Look where Bravo's next marker is. To the west. That pile of rubble looks like a good place for an enemy to hide. Have Bravo bound to the waypoint and give the bounding fire sector to cover that rubble.
Your attention, Bravo. Move, move.
Hey, one over here.
How
Don't fucking sissy out there. Yeah, and I had my eyes closed too.
Good job. Bravo was able to move safely and eliminate an enemy. If you ordered Bravo to rush forward blindly, they might have lost one or more men. Instead, they moved safely and eliminated the target. Always use bound when you're not sure of enemy presence. Listen up, Charlie.
I got a tango
You're
over
facing
here.
an entrenched enemy with no indirect approach. Okay, Op 4, light him up. The enemy is too far away for a frag grenade. You could use the M203, but there's another way. Corporal Piccoli, recap the engagement for us.
Sure thing.
Don't be a smartass.
Okay. When an enemy's engaged, he won't switch targets unless another team ends its move out of cover. Or if the team gets too close to him.
Right. You can also choose to suppress an enemy. When an enemy is suppressed, he ducks down and stays down. It works against every enemy in your fire sector, no matter how many there are. But be advised, this burns a lot of ammo, and the team that's suppressing has to step out of cover to lay down that kind of fire.
Wait for the
Give Bravo a suppression fire order by pressing X, placing the fire sector over the OPFOR, then pressing and holding the A button.
Oh, suppress him.
Switch back to Alpha.
Team Alpha.
Zoom in on the enemy position. Bravo's suppressing fire is forcing them to keep their heads down. This is your opportunity. Exploit it by moving Alpha north to that cover point ahead.
Reload. Reload.
Hey, give me a second.
Alpha, get moving.
Switch to Bravo team.
Bravo.
Order your team to cease fire. Then switch back to Alpha.
Hold fire.
Yes.
Listen up,
Hold it.
Alpha. Doing all right, Shahadi?
Affirmative.
Now we need to move Bravo into position to flank those OPFOR. Alpha, suppress the targets at that roadblock so Bravo can safely move up to the next position.
Suppression
Switch to
fire.
Bravo.
Okay.
As long as Alpha is suppressing all of the enemies, Bravo can rush safely to the waypoint. Look at the enemies. They show the symbol for being pinned and their heads are ducked. Move Bravo. Go!
Keep them busy while I reload.
Hey, Bravo. Go,
Swap it
go,
out.
go.
Reloading, okay?
Reloading.
Move Bravo up to the cover point.
Reloading.
Hell if I'm gonna fucking sit here and get shot at. Focus, Bravo. Go, go.
Don't have all the phones out.
Get in
I
the
got
mag.
reload. Swapping magazines.
Order a fire sector on those OPFORs.
Point fire.
Reloading. Reloading, okay?
See that one?
Got it.
Gotcha.
Listen up,
Good.
Alpha.
Order Alpha to cease fire. They're burning through ammo.
Give me a sec to reload. Hold
Good
fire.
work.
You got it.
When you use suppression fire, you pin down the enemy at the cost of ammo. If you run out of ammo in the field, you're a sitting duck, so be careful. Alpha, hustle up to the next waypoint for the final exercise.
Fire Team Alpha, move.
In an urban environment, your cover
All
comes
clear.
from objects like cars, wooden crates, or even an old sofa. These items offer protection for a limited duration. Private Eubanks has volunteered to help out with this exercise by shooting at you, soldiers. Alpha, hustle over to that car.
Team Alpha, move out.
This is Miles gear. No live rounds. But we simulate the effects of live fire on the terrain with low-impact charges. Those charges still pack a mean punch if you get stupid or Eubanks gets careless. Listen to me. Follow orders and you won't be pissing blood tonight. Got it?
Hoorah!
Right. Each soldier has a shield icon above his head that indicates whether he is in cover. Watch how it changes as the car degrades. Eubanks, now move Alpha to the wooden crates and let Eubanks take some pot shots.
Alpha, move.
Look at the shield icons.
Halt.
This type of cover is degrading much more quickly than the car. Move it or lose it. Hustle over to the next waypoint. Eubanks, hit them when they get there.
Fire Team Alpha, listen. Move out.
Notice how this cover is degrading at a different rate.
Focus, soldiers. Got some
Now move
action.
to the last waypoint.
Alpha, go.
Cease fire! Eubanks, cease fire! Alpha, if these had been live rounds, he would have shredded shredded your team as easily as he shredded that cover. Move to the last waypoint when you're ready to start your final course. It's time for war games, soldiers.
Alpha, move my direction!
It's time to review our advanced fire orders. Here's what we've covered. Use suppression fire to keep multiple tangos pinned down. Suppression fire orders your entire team to unleash hell on an enemy position, forcing multiple tangos within the fire sector to duck and cover. This is an excellent way to buy your other team some time to maneuver, but be advised that suppression has its drawbacks. 1. It burns through ammo double quick, so use it sparingly. 2. The suppressing team must step out of cover to suppress the enemy, making them vulnerable. 3. Your other team is vulnerable to your suppression fire. Always be aware of your other team's position when ordering suppression fire. Bounding is the safest way to move into unknown territory, because your team fires while moving. A bound maneuver orders a fire team to move 2 by 2, one pair moving with weapons sighted, while the other pair covers. Then they trade roles to bring the team together at the new position. Be careful where you use this maneuver. Any tango outside that bounding fire sector will fire on your team freely and inflict casualties. Finally, be aware of destructible cover. Not all cover will stop bullets indefinitely. Pay attention to the shield icons above your team's heads. When the shield runs out, your cover can no longer provide adequate protection. And remember, that same rule applies to enemies behind cover. That's all for now. Dismissed.
Last MOUT training operation before we ship out to Zekistan. Here's the scenario. You just got a distress call from another squad located to the north at Objective 1. Your mission is to secure the area around the downed squad, take them as your Charlie team, then bring them to the Kazovac at Objective 3. Are we clear?
Affirmative!
In the field, I'll be giving you most of your objectives over the squawk, so get used to it. When you see the red light blinking on the radio pack, press the white button to report in.
Delta, what's a squawk? Jesus, Oda, how green are you? It's the radio.
First, you'll follow the objective markers to Charlie team. You will have one recon flight available, so let's call it in. Open up your GPS, then press the X button to request a recon flight.
Roger that, Charlie 90. Over.
Eyes above. What we have here is the tried and true Little Bird. Using the latest and greatest in forward-looking optics, our air mobile boys paint the enemy positions.
Roger that, Charlie 90. Lieutenant Chapman here. I'm Delta 40. On station and eyes wide to paint your targets. Over.
Got you, Lieutenant Chapman. She'll do a flyby over your position and upload the new data to your GPS. Enemies currently in view are already marked on your GPS, and she'll mark new enemies, the ones you haven't seen, in a different way to distinguish them. Open up your GPS and let's take a look.
Marking targets on GPS. Over.
Keep this in mind. The positions shown on your GPS are only the enemies that the recon pilot could locate. There may be unseen targets, and most of them are constantly moving. Close the GPS when you're done and we'll move on.
Recon done. Returning to base. Over.
Your goal is to rescue pinned comrades. Every second you spend trying to clear the field is a second some boy is bleeding out on the ground. Avoid fights if you can. Move toward the objective and keep a low profile.
Heads up, Alpha.
Bravo,
Get going,
T.
move!
Bravo, move!
Charlie 90, Charlie 90! Your radio pack is signaling that I'm asking for a report. Press the white button when your team is safely behind cover to report in. Charlie 90, use your sit rep. Out. See that symbol? It means you have the opportunity to radio in a sit rep, or situation report. I'll take down your team's status and save your data. When you see this symbol, I advise you to use it, ASAP.
Focus, Bravo. Get moving.
Team Alpha. Alpha, move, move!
Bravo, hey! Bravo, move out. Let's go. Clear, Bravo.
Alpha, Op 4 in view. M203, enemy target front.
Yes.
No target. Frag out! What do we do? We're under fire!
Focus, Bravo. Yo, Bravo, move, hey, move! Charlie 90 here, ready with our sit rep.
Got your sit rep. Keep up the good work. Charlie 32 out.
Bravo, go, go, go!
Team Alpha.
No targets.
Fire
Bravo.
Team Alpha, listen. Move, move!
Fire Team
Alpha.
Bravo, move out, let's go.
All clear.
Yo, Bravo. Hey, Bravo. Move, hey, move!
Fire Team Alpha.
Hey,
Yup, there he
spot.
is.
Bravo.
Fuck me.
Nice.
Gotta get my head in
Got
the
some
game.
Zeke shooting at. Hey, Bravo. Get moving. Bravo, T. Go, go, go. Suppress him.
Yeah.
I got a tango over here.
Team Alpha. Alpha, move out.
Swapping out.
Charlie 90, report. Over. The objective is in that covered passage. You've got enemies at the north and south entrance.
Listen up,
Clear
Alpha.
one or
Get
both
moving.
entrances and get to those men.
Op
I'll
4
call
in
you
view.
for a report. So when you see the red radio light blinking, press the white button.
Swapping out.
Give me a second. Give me a second. Swap the magazine.
Fire Team Alpha.
Team Bravo. Listen up. Cease fire.
Yes, sir.
Reload.
Cover, dude. I'm nervous out here.
Hold up.
Bravo team.
Alpha.
Move, hey, move.
Getting shot at over here.
Starting to piss me off. Alpha Team,
Fire
move.
Team Bravo.
Swapping out. Need a minute.
Charlie 90, are you on target?
Sergeant.
Got your sit rep. Keep up the good work. Charlie 32 out.
Hey, Bravo.
Alpha,
Go,
listen.
go.
Heads up.
Yo,
Alpha.
Bravo.
Over there.
Fire Team Bravo, move!
Fire Team Alpha, listen.
Report in, Charlie 90. Over.
Map 4 in view.
Taking fire!
Point fire to my
Bravo,
signal.
hey.
Yes. Alpha, listen.
New target.
Focus, soldiers. Stay sharp.
The objective is in that covered passage. You've got enemies at the
Yes,
north
Bravo.
and south entrance. Clear one or both entrances and get to those men. I'll call you for a report. So when you see the red radio light blinking, press the white
Fire
button.
Team Alpha, listen. Alpha, listen. Get going. Move.
I got a tango over here.
Look out, boys.
Spotted
Got one.
Wait, halt.
Come on, y'all. You pussies afraid of a few Zeeks?
Suppress on my mark.
Bravo, hey! Yo,
Reloading.
Bravo,
Second
get
reload.
going, move!
Keep
One
them
over
busy
here.
while I reload.
Reloading.
Fire Team Bravo, listen up, move!
Charlie 90, this is Charlie 32. Report. Over. Nice work. You've made it through the first half of the course. But a soldier's work is never done. You've got a wounded soldier in your charge, and priority one is to get that man to a Casevac, or treatment site. You can find Casevacs marked on your GPS.
Swapping out.
Let's take a look. Open your GPS. Confirm Casevac site, marked with the cross symbol.
I gotta reload.
It's approximately 1 click north by northwest. Stow your GPS. We have zero tolerance for casualties. If you get a man back to the Casevac, they can treat him and get him back on his feet. The key is getting aid to him in the field before he dies. To give aid to that wounded soldier, put the cursor over him. You'll see the aid icon appear. Then press the A button.
Swapping out.
Team Alpha. Cease fire. Cease fire.
Getting the
Swapping
mag.
back.
Will do, sir.
Me off. Now we're gonna hold
Charlie 90, use your sit rep.
Halt.
You'll be carrying this soldier until you reach the
Land shooting
Casevac.
gallery over here.
This
Let's
means
get going.
two things. You are short one weapon, and you'll move only as quickly as the soldier carrying the injured. Charlie Team is now under your command. Press and hold the Y button to select Charlie. Charlie Team is now yours to command, just like Alpha or Bravo.
Got some action.
Press and hold the Y button to switch from your current team to the Charlie Team. Any soldier carrying a wounded man moves more slowly, so be careful how you use that team. The Casevac site is marked on your HUD as a new objective. Follow the objective marker to the Casevac and get your squad out of there.
Go, go.
Fire Team Alpha, listen.
Bravo,
Under fire. Coming fire, sir.
yo, Bravo, move, move! No targets.
We need to
Alpha,
drop these
move
two
here.
off. Taking fire.
Fire Team Bravo, listen up, move out, let's go.
Hey, Charlie, move out.
Under fire!
Clear, Bravo.
Heads up, Alpha.
Bravo, T. Fire Team Bravo, listen up, move out.
one over here.
Up for him.
You
Point
guys
fire.
do okay
Point
out
fire now.
One less tango.
Kinda reminds me of an old western. Guess he left his
Fire
black
Team
hat
Alpha,
at home.
listen.
Bravo, team.
It's not far now.
Fire team Bravo. Listen up. Move. Hey, move.
Playing shooting gallery over here.
Charlie, move
One
out
over
there.
here.
Listen up, Alpha.
Target down. Bravo, team.
Let's get going.
Bravo. Hey, go, go, go.
Op 4 in view.
Fire Team Alpha, listen. Listen up, Alpha. Head over there. Team Alpha, go. All clear.
Hey, Bravo.
It's not far now.
Bravo. Hey, head over there.
Listen up, Alpha.
Heads up. You've got a problem. You're not equipped to handle armor like that. Usually, you'd be forced to pull back and find an alternate route.